It isn't the cheapest, but it certainly is one of the most interesting options available. There is no one-size-fits-all when it comes to helicopters. They come in all kinds of shapes and size, from the most massive military cargo helicopters to the tiniest personal transport helicopters. You're watching YouTube channel Tech for 10. In today's video we are going to talk about the 10 best mini helicopters in the world. Before moving forward to discuss the Hyperloop, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon, so you won't miss any future videos we upload. Number 10. Volocopter 2 CV2. The next entry on our list of homemade helicopters is insane, but it works. The German company Volocopter designs personal air vehicles, especially electric multi-rotor helicopters, but it's their 2 square centimeters. In 2013, the 2 volts helicopter made its first experimental remote-controlled flight. It has a single SAET multi-rotor design. The entire rig's made of an aluminium truss frame which includes the center-mounted SAET, the battery management unit and obviously, the 18 engines suspended around the frame. And if it looks too good to be true, well, you're wrong, because the VOLOCOPTER 202 had its first manned test in 2016. Sure, the 2 CV2 looks ridiculous, but it works. Powered by a joystick, the aircraft reaches a maximum speed of 100 miles per hour with a service ceiling of 6,500 feet, but be sure to come in slowly for landing, as the 2CC has completely eliminated its traditional landing gear. The 2 volts will be stable with the remaining rotors even if one of 18 propellers fails during flight for 3 Pilates balls. Volocopter says the 2 has made 1,000 successful flights since 2019. Number 9. Air Scooter Coaxial Personal Helicopters. Your average helicopter design is cool, but sometimes you need something a little more abstract, like the Air Scooter Coaxial Personal Helicopter, which is offered by the Nevada-based Air Scooter Corporation. Although it looks like a novelty, it still functions well on its own. The coaxial personal helicopter has a 4-stroke aero-twin engine that totally ditches the swash plates and tail rotor, making it better suited for short hops around town. While it can fly for 2 hours, its coaxial helicopter controls are where it really shines, as it comes with handlebars that make it steer like a motorcycle in order to gain altitude. With this model, the pilot does not need pedal controls, meaning it is a little more accommodating for different body types since there is no need for pedal controls. All they have to do is turn up the throttle and move the handlebars left to right and sometimes like a joystick. Number 8. Dynali Easy Flyer. Known also by the name Sport, the Dynali Hes Flyer is a great Belgian helicopter made by Nano. The best part of the Sport is that it comes either ready to fly or as a kit for engineers who want to apply their craft or just want something to do over the weekend. Sport helicopters are designed specifically for flight training, utility, and personal use. They comply with the European Class 6 Ultralight helicopter rules and have a gross weight of 992 pounds. It has a single main rotor and tail rotor, 2 seats in a side-by-side configuration in an enclosed cockpit, a bubble, canopy skid landing gear, and an excellent 4-cylinder liquid and air-cooled 4-stroke 100 horsepower Rotax 912 Ols engine or a turbocharged Rotax 914 engine, which makes it more powerful. Its fuselage is made from welded stainless steel tubing and its rotor is nearly 24 feet across with a 7-inch chord and fuel capacity of 40 liters, despite being in production since 2017. Number 7. Skull Composite FX. You can technically pilot a helicopter without a license, even though it's not a wise decision. But if you get caught, you'll be fined and possibly sentenced to jail. You don't need a pilot's license to fly the XCL, which is one of the few helicopter kits you can put together without getting a license. With the Zell, anyone can fly it without skimping on safety because it falls under EFRA regulations. In any case, as long as you're in your backyard, who can stop you? The Ultralight XCL kit comes with a top-notch piston-powered engine that lets the pilot fly for 45 minutes at a time with a speed of about 62 miles per hour. If you want to experience flying but don't want to go too high, this is the ideal DIY helicopter. The kit even comes with floats. Number 6. Curtiss Fear. Curtiss Fear is a mini helicopter with just enough space in the cockpit for 2 people. It was designed and manufactured by the Italian aircraft manufacturer Curtiss Aerospace for both recreational and training purposes. A year after its maiden flight, the era of Friedrichshafen had begun, with partial funding from the European Commission. It made its commercial launch at the German Air Show just 1 year later. The folks at Curtiss put in a lot of effort to earn a type certification for their helicopter as an ultralight aircraft weighing just under 160 pounds, which was a lot of work. In addition to its lightweight composite airframe and rotor blades, the Sophia has an overall, more aerodynamic design that is difficult to find anywhere else. It is equipped with a ballistic parachute safety system which is stored in a non-rotating box above the main rotor and attached to the aircraft through a shaft inside the rotor mast. Number 5. The Sakari 7B. Currently in the experimental phase, the Sakara 7B mini helicopter is a fun little mini helicopter designed specifically for sports use. In the early 1990s, the 6 chains and 7 chains were designed and cut to the modern day, but the Sikair 7B takes things even further with improved maneuverability, better safety ratings, and much lower operating costs. Many helicopter manufacturers claim to have the best products, but the Sakari 7B is one of the best choices when it comes to small one-seaters in the world. There are a number of new optimizations in the Sabra 7B, such as the Rotax 912 100 horsepower engine, which is much more powerful and much safer than the Rotax 582, its younger brother. To minimize the natural vibrations produced by the 2-bladed rotors, the Sakari 7B engine is also equipped with an anti-vibration system in the gearbox. Number 4. Dragonfly. When you're putting together your own backyard helicopter, you can get as crafty as you want and there are no rules or regulations to hold you back. It's your home, your rules. One person said that when they built their Dragonfly 1, while the Dragonfly is a rocket-powered helicopter with an open cockpit, it's surprisingly pretty calm. That's because although the aircraft's engines are small, you can still reach 115 miles per hour with this thing thanks to its hydrogen peroxide motors mounted at its tip. When you really crank the Dragonfly 1 with its engine, which has 102 horsepower and emits only water vapor as exhaust, the hydrogen peroxide that powers this rocket helicopter isn't the same as what's in the sink. Number 3. Edmerotech Coaxquad. It's a great series of German-made coaxial, main rotor mini helicopters designed and manufactured by Edmerotech, and, unlike many other choppers, it's delivered complete and ready to fly. It is designed to comply with the European Class 6 microlight helicopter rules with its maximum takeoff weight of just under 1,000 pounds, so there is no assembly required, and the design testing began way back in 2012. And regarding design, on top of the dual coaxial main rotors, the Edmerotech Coax 2D helicopter comes with 2 seats and a side-by-side configuration in the enclosed cockpit and ground handling wheels for landing. The fuselage of this helicopter is made from composite materials, and the 2-bladed composite main rotors have a diameter of about 22 feet. Number 2. Golocopter 2X. A far superior version of the Volocopter C2 comes from the same people who brought you the Volocopter 2C V2, with its futuristic appearance. The Volocopter 2X is designed to comply with the U6 microlight helicopter regulations and serve as an air taxi in crowded cities. An air taxi features 18 fixed-pitch propellers powered by their own electric motors. There are 2 seats side by side in an enclosed cockpit with skid landing gear and an enclosed cockpit. Using a mesh polymer fiber optic network, the Volocopter 2X is controlled by light through a mesh polymer fiber optic network. As part of this primary flight control system, you will find gyroscopes, acceleration sensors, magnetic field measurement sensors, and manometers used to keep everything running smoothly and safely. An autonomous and remotely piloted control system is currently under development, and IGEL is even involved in integrating drone technology into the Volocopter 2X design. Number 1. Robinson R22. It has been produced since 1979. Robinson's R22 is a lightweight 2-piece helicopter powered by a single reciprocating engine with a semi-rigid 2-bladed main rotor and 2-bladed tail rotor. Main rotor of the R22 has teetering hinges and coning hedges, while tail rotor has just teetering hinges. It has a basic structure of welded chromoly steel tubing, but the forward fuselage is made of fiberglass and aluminium with a plexiglass canopy, and the tail cone, vertical and horizontal stabilizers are also made of aluminium, making it nice and light at just 880 pounds. It has a fully enclosed cabin with side-by-side seating for the pilot and passenger, but the doors can be removed for flight, which is perfect for taking photos of the ground below. A number of variations exist of the Robinson R22, most of which seem fairly similar on the surface, but the R22 Alpha is equipped with modified, extended aft landing gear, mounting points that give it a slightly nose-down position on the ground, and better skid matching at low altitudes. That's all for today's video, guys. What do you think about the video? Tell us your views in the comment section below. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. See you in the next video. Until then, be safe.